Alright, what's good, y'all? So today, this girl basically telling other females how it's a problem for them to date homophobic men as well, and what it triggers down to, like misogyny, etc. I didn't watch the whole clip, but I did watch a little bit just so that I can know if I wanted to react to it or not. And she was cooking pretty much is what it seemed like. So I wanted to go ahead, watch the whole video, get my natural reaction. Alright, so let's go.
It's literally one of the silliest decisions you could ever make in your life. It's so stupid, so dumb. Do not do it. Do not do it. And no, this is not one of those, oh, if he's homophobic, that means he's probably gay on the inside. No. I hate when y'all do that. I freaking hate when y'all do that. Like, I'll act like every single man who's homophobic, oh, it's just because he's just secretly gay. Stop it. Stop it. Literally stop it. That is so problematic. Stop being that way. You're weird.
Okay, so first, based off of that right there, that part, her saying that people who think like that, I think a lot of y'all think I think like that. I don't, though. It's just I know what I'm talking about and I got experience, so, you know, I'm able to spit that game. But I'm going to double back to that because I feel like women don't have the perspective that we do. They don't have the same perception that we do, because for real, let's be real, women don't know what a man is gay or how a man is gay or nothing, because at the end of the day, you don't have a penis, you're not one that they can actually go after so that you can have proof. You know what I'm saying? Like how a girl would be like, you know, a dude will call a girl a hoe, right? And then she'll be like, how you know, nigga? You ain't never for me type shit. You know, you ain't never got me. You ain't never got to smash me type shit, right? Well, same here in this case. You don't really know what a gay man is or a DL man is or nothing, because honestly, I mean, you would have to find out through the grapevine by somebody being messy, you know, telling you. It'll have to be some like exposure going on. But women will never really know about a man's sexuality or if he's gay or not, because y'all don't have the ability to sleep with men. So y'all don't really understand if a man is being homophobic. If he's not, does that make him secretly curious or DL? Y'all don't know, because I mean, you can't find out. How you gonna find out for real? You can even try to get one of your gay homies to holler at him, but if he ain't attracted to that dude, you still will be misled, possibly thinking that he ain't with it, but he is. You just chose somebody wrong to go at him or something. I mean, you just never know. So I just wanted to say that part real quick while she said that, but let's continue.
Weird. Stop. I don't think you guys understand how much you're shooting yourself in the foot by not making sure that the man you're dating is not homophobic. Like, it's such a bad decision. It is so like, dude, like, it's not even one of those things where it's like, oh, like, wait until he tells you he's homophobic. Like, literally, I would definitely highly advise you to test this person to make sure they see gay people as human beings. Not any kind of gay people, gay men and trans women, because a lot of times they'll be very like chill about like lesbians and like women who like women, because it's like, ooh, because girls like girls where I'm from, because they like sexualize it. It's literally what
facts. I did say that before in the video. We actually peeped that when we watched this one homophobic dude react to a trans girl trying to get in the car. That is facts. They will tend to be more open to women being, you know, bisexual, lesbian, whatever, because they don't see women as, first of all, seriously bisexual because of numerous reasons, and then two, like she said, they like to sexualize them and etc. So yeah, that's facts right there.
They'll see like lesbians, they'll be like whatever, but when they see a gay man, that is when you see what kind of person that person is. Like when they see a gay man, when they see a trans woman, that's when you see the level of humanity a guy has inside of him, you know? So I'm making this video kind of like as a warning for girls, because I feel like there are certain situations that can be very avoidable. Like there are like really bad situations you can get into that if you just clock that a man is homophobic and get out while you can avoid so much crap. You can avoid so much crap, right? But one thing that I really hate about like having this conversation though, like I know it's an important conversation to have, but I hate that like with people, with society, with like humanity, I have to tell you how dating a homophobic man can hurt you, rather than like, well, dating a homophobic man means you're dating a person who literally doesn't believe in the human rights of other people because of their sexual orientation. Like, why would you want to be with someone that evil? Like, I feel like for that should be enough of a reason for you not to want to be with someone, you know?
Facts. Hey, she just said real shit right there. I've been saying this, y'all. People too selfish for any of us to have any progression, all right? Especially black people. Everybody looking out for their own interest and what they want and what they gonna get out of something. So the reason why a lot of women only care about this topic is so that they don't get involved with a DL man or whatever, which makes them also homophobic. I mean, come on. But the thing is, straight people will homophobic bond. I don't know how to exactly put that, but basically a girl who feels threatened by other gay dudes, or she doesn't want a dude that she's with to mess with other dudes, she gets some kind of relief or comfort from him being homophobic because it gives her some security that he won't go that way on her, which says a lot that you even feel like dudes are a threat. You should never even feel like dudes are in competition as a woman, ever, because you cannot compete where you can't compare. All right, so that's the first mistake. But like she said, having to tell women that it's not good for them to date homophobic men because of what they can get done to them wrong, like misogyny, etc., then that's when it matters. That's how you know we as a people, we're too separate. There's no unity. That doesn't make sense, that you have to be told what something's gonna directly affect you, but it's okay for them to hate on other niggas and your family members that might be gay, or it's okay for them to dislike gay people. For what reason? See, that's what I'm talking about. That goes back to the first thing that she said about how it's weird for gay dudes or people to think that every dude that has a problem with gay dudes is secretly dealing with some gay stuff or bisexuality that they're suppressing, right? Well, it's not a big leap because, like, as she continues to talk, I feel like she could have figured it out herself, that it's not a big leap, because we'll continue to see what she say. But yeah, what she just said was facts. Women do need to be told things that will make them feel better about themselves. It's all about their own feelings, their own securities, insecurities, and that's the reason why they end up in these rabbit holes. All right, but let's continue.
Like, so, I mean, like, hello? Like, that, I think, like, that's a good enough reason to be like, ew, that's, like, to me.
And just to say that real quick, empathy saves you. All right, that's why empathy is important. Empathy is effective in many different ways, not just the ones that are obvious, but this is another one. If you have empathy for other people and you know that them being put down by somebody just because they exist, that's lame. All right, a real man don't care nothing about no gay dudes being around, existing, none of that. As long as they ain't interfering with him, and then when they do, he lets them know that he ain't with it, and then they move on, and it's fine. That's how straight men handle this, okay? So anything else, if they're flattered, if they're upset, mad, anything like that, and it feels like it's attacking their like manhood, if it feels like they have to defend their sexuality just because there's a gay man that exists around and he's accepted, that's a red flag. All right, yes, it does mean that he could be more misogynistic and everything. So facts. So let's continue.
That's a turn off. I'll see, like, lesbian. To me, that's a turn off. To me, you not believing in human rights of another human being because of the fact that they're of another sexual orientation, I'm already like disgusting. Wouldn't touch you. Wouldn't kiss you, would not want to be anywhere near you. It's disgusting. So the reason that I say it is literally not even just like bad. It's high key like a little. It's even sometimes a little dangerous and stuff to be with a guy who's like super homophobic or super transphobic to trans women especially, right? Because like, if you think about how boys were raised, a lot of them, like, look at like little boys in your life and see how their parents talk to them. There's a very big thing where they will teach these little boys, that they'll be like, hey, don't do that. That's for girls, or that's gay. Don't listen to that. That's for girls, or that's gay. Are you crying? That's what bitches do. That's for girls. That's what gay... I almost said the N-word, sorry. But that's what gay men do. You know what I mean? Like, they're constantly, like, they'll be like, oh, you can't play with that toy. That's for girls. That's gay. To me, that's like, if you're his girl, you're his woman, and you get, like, upset with him, or, like, you disagree with him in public or whatever, he's the type of person that is going to get so irrationally angry because of that. Like, I'm the man. I'm the man. Like, you're not, like, they're so, like, determined to prove to other people and themselves that they're a man. They're not. They're the type to be so obsessed with maintaining power over women. And I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you how dangerous that is, to be with a guy who is obsessed with just being powerful over you. You respect me. I'm the man. I'm the man. Like, the second they like have that kind of thing, like, girl, those kinds of, the level of...
Hey, facts. She ain't spitting nothing but facts right here. I know a lot of my straight homeboys that got this mindset, and they some bum ass niggas, like, real talk. Any man who feels like he has to be respected just because of the genitalia between his fucking legs, bro. Being a man is your actions, how you handle difficulty, adversity. Are you patient? Are you providing? Are you a protector? Are you standing on business? Do you stand up for your respect? Do you guard? And you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that make you a man, all right? Being self-assured, being self-aware. A lot of things these women can have as well, these traits, because to me, being a man and being a real woman and a real man is not too much different. That's when it comes down to y'all just got different body parts, you feel me? But just being born a man does not mean that you're supposed to deserve respect. That doesn't mean you beat your chest and walk around like you just deserve respect because you was born a man. Being a male is what that is, okay? Just being born a male does not mean that you deserve respect, deserve women to submit to you, deserve anything. What you do, how you handle people, how you treat people is what allows you that privileges and those blessings, not an entitlement. You don't be entitled to nothing as a man. You know that you work for it and you deserve it. All right. So she's spitting facts right there. A lot of these men nowadays do not know what manhood is. This is another thing that I keep going back to about fatherless men, boy. Like, the whole not knowing what a man is thing. It doesn't have anything to do with sexuality all the time. It's just they are confused. They're lost, which will lead them to be more bisexual, which will lead them to be more like curious, wanting to try other things. But no, just being gay does not mean that you're just from a fatherless kid or you are immoral or anything like that. We all end up here in a different route, all right, from a different route. So some of us is born gay, some of us, we happen to learn it later, some of us, you know, it just depends. Everybody got their own story as to how they ended up in this lifestyle. However, certain things y'all got to be able to compartmentalize. Just being fatherless does not make you gay. Does not mean you're automatically going to be gay. But what it does mean is that you most likely are going to have insecurities about manhood, all right? You're not going to know what a man is. You're going to be lost. You're going to be misled easily, okay? These are facts. It's not about, you know, an opinion on this, okay? This is just proven statistical facts, okay? So one of those other things, it just seems like, you know, it seems like people are saying like being gay is a problem, because some people are, like straight people, religious people, they are saying that, okay? But I'm telling y'all, in the middle, as a bisexual dude, and I understand both perspectives, that religious straight perspective, conservative perspective, and, you know, the open-minded, woke, liberal perspective. I understand both of them, and I'm right here in the middle, and I could tell both of y'all where y'all wrong at and where y'all got a point, all right? Yes, as a fatherless dude, this is the actions. Even if they're straight, they're gonna be either a gang member, they're gonna be lost, they're gonna be following behind every other nigga because they have no guidance, no father figure. All right, so that's what breeds this. You know, I'm having to demand my respect. I'm having to, you know, force people to respect me. I look at fear as respect as opposed to actual respect because of being misled. Okay. That's why they go and tap their face. That's why they carry guns and flash their money, because they want to let motherfuckers know that they ain't somebody to play with, because they are a punk and they're scary. And if you mess with them, they're going to try to unalive you, because they're that insecure about their manhood that you trying them make them feel like you calling them gay or like you belittling them, and they can't handle that because they never was around any kind of father figure with, you know, that instilled authority. You know, that's another thing. They don't have the ability to follow no authority. That's why everything is, they feel attacked, like somebody trying to make them like they better than them. I've noticed gay dudes do the same thing. A gay dude just commented on my thing the other day and was like, or yesterday, and was like, you be saying bottom's supposed to submit, like they're less than or something. That's not what I'm saying. See, y'all too busy. That's why y'all not gonna get no man either. It's not, and it doesn't just because you're gay doesn't mean that you're gonna be alleviated of this shit. Okay? You can still deal with this shit and be a gay man if you fatherless, because you never had nobody to tell you nothing. So you look at, anytime somebody tell you something, they trying to control you, they trying to belittle you, they trying to discredit what you think. Okay, just by somebody trying to, you know, give you some kind of light and some wisdom as a man, I notice that y'all get offensive and y'all have a wall up against that because y'all not used to it. From a child, you're not conditioned to a man's way of speaking, a man's way of instilling things. You know, we don't say shit soft like women do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come to a certain amount of y'all all soft and timid and shit, y'all be feeling all threatened and everything. That shit lame and it's soft, and it's an example of being raised fatherless. Because I was raised by a father, I've noticed some things that a lot of people would never be able to notice, like how even my boyfriend, because his father wasn't in his life, all right? So even my boyfriend, like, he'll lose his wallet all the time. And I'm like, how are you losing your wallet? Like, when you leave the crib, you're supposed to wallet, phone, keys. Those are the three things that you're supposed to. Every time I leave the door, I'm like, phone, wallet, keys, phone, wallet, keys. Like, do I got them? Where did I get that from, though? My pops, like, I used to lose my shit when I was a little nigga in high school, but after he got on my head a certain amount of times, I now notice I never lose my shit. Okay? That's one example. Another is, a lot of men, like shit, how she just said, real men know that you can allow your partner to run a lot of shit and you're still wearing the pants, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, my boyfriend, he tends to, you know, run a lot of what we do. You know, I'll allow him to do that, though, because I'm not saying that he just runs everything, because it is mutual, but he definitely respects me mutually. He knows his place. But what I'm saying is that I don't never feel like he trying to control me or nothing when he is running shit, because I'm used to being under authority at some point. I'm used to somebody being of a man of authority over me, telling me what's wrong and what's right, or no, we gonna do it this way. We're not gonna always do it your way. Okay? I know that because I had a man raise me, so I know I'm not gonna always get my way. I have discipline, and I don't have a problem with, you know, somebody authority, somebody saying what they want and going with somebody else and what they want to do, because I have that balance instilled in me. When you don't have a father around, you don't get that ability, so you have a problem with authority all the way, because no man like ever was really ever telling you to do nothing. You didn't have to do everything on your own. Women telling you to do stuff, women, they come on off and on, like they don't really stick to their shit. They don't stand on business. Like, I've noticed a lot of single mothers, like they'll tell their son not to do this and not to do that. She'll stick to that shit like a week or two, and then all of a sudden he'll do that shit again, and she just be tired of dealing with it. She don't want to discipline him no more, so she just let him do what he do. That's the reason why it's a domino effect, y'all. That's the reason why these niggas don't have no discipline, and they be going, the first thing they do is go put their hands on somebody, because they don't have nobody that gave them no stability and understanding that that's not being a man. You know, like, it's a rabbit hole. Okay, so we're gonna continue to watch the video, but yeah, she's definitely cooking. All right.
Violence guys like that are capable of, the level of just like horrible treatment that they will give you as a woman, like it is like, it can genuinely be very, 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 very scary, very, very, very dangerous for you. Like if you're his girl, you're his woman. I am being so honest with you. When I think like of the guys who are like scarily misogynistic in my life, like guys who are like, the way how misogynistic they are, it's kind of like, I'm dead ass scared to be around you when you're angry type of misogynistic. Those guys will be the most homophobic people you will ever meet. Like, I swear to you, gay men just stay on their minds. Like, I genuinely know that if someone were to think that I'm of a certain sexual orientation, and I know I'm not, it's not going to affect me. But guys who are so disgusted at the idea that someone might assume or someone might think or whatever, like, they're the kind of people who look at gay people as if they're, like, inferior. And a lot of times that they're looking at gay people like they're inferior, they're also going to be looking at you as a woman as if you are inferior as well. And if you don't believe me...
Hey, she got a point, because it's connected to the same thing. Their superiority is what I had just said like a while ago in a video. That is a sign of a fragile ego, a dude that's insecure and he don't really know himself, and so he beats his chest with everything that he does to gain some kind of respect, because he doesn't really know what he's doing, you know. And that's sad that this is what we really got to work with, you know, especially for women. I really feel sorry for women. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, women got it really bad right now, especially black women, because of all of this. But they also do contribute to it. I will say, if she's saying all this, but then she won't date a bisexual dude, or if, you know, she finds out that a dude's bisexual or had been bisexual and she won't date him, well, she ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is not because I want to call them biphobic or homophobic. They don't care about being called that shit. And I don't really give a fuck if y'all are biphobic. Y'all have the right to be if y'all want to, but understand that you are playing a part in this. This is the reason why nothing's getting better. Men are not getting ready to deal with facing their truth when y'all will never accept them for who they are, even if they was the experiment, and then not even want to do it no more. Like, that's pointless. A lot of these men don't even know who they are. So how you gonna banish somebody from a capable partner because they experimented to find out who they were? You should want the man to go and experiment who and find out who he is before he even meets you, so that you can have that problem already out the window. You shouldn't even have to deal with this. But with y'all allowing it to be this normalization of men not being able to test the waters and find themselves, this is why y'all gotta deal with this. This is where the misogyny comes from. Okay, you're not gonna let me find out who I am. You're not gonna let me do me. But y'all get to kiss bitches and do all this other shit, and still I accept you. Okay, cool. Well, bat. I mean, that might sound crazy, but I'm trying to tell you that's what it is. A lot of the time with these dudes, they are angry at society in the world for suppressing them, telling them who they're supposed to be, not allowing them to be free. All right. And then also demanding all this shit from them in the same sense. Like, how do you expect a man to be a provider, protector, and he has not been set up with those things? He doesn't know what he's doing. And then y'all women are up here trying to make these dudes husbands and, you know, fathers and all that. And then y'all wonder why y'all single mothers, because y'all don't care about this man's mental health. Women ain't never cared about men's mental health, and that's the problem. All right? Y'all need to care about this man's mental health. Is he caring and loving of himself? Does he know who he is? Not just does he fit your aesthetic. Is he tall, dark, and handsome? Does he got 6 figures? And this nigga got, you know, like, this is all y'all care about. This is the reason why y'all get involved with dudes who abuse y'all. Because y'all don't care to see things from both sides. Y'all only looking at it from what you can benefit from. It don't benefit you to care about a bisexual dude's needs and all that, or if a dude is even bisexual or anything, because that doesn't do anything for you. You don't feel like that dude is even somebody that you want to deal with. You're grossed out now. So how do y'all expect it to be? How y'all gonna separate it? How y'all gonna separate homophobia from misogyny if we're not gonna deal with this, like, in all angles? It's not gonna just be them. Y'all keep putting the responsibility off on the men every time. And I know that they do got some responsibility as well. But where y'all gonna have some empathy at to tell yourself, like, okay, if I wanted to kiss a girl, I could do that and it wouldn't be nothing. But this dude can't do that and still be able to be with me, and I don't look at him differently. There is an issue there. Even if that's how you genuinely feel, you can still constructively think. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're attached, because you are going to be the one that he takes all this anger out on if he's not able to do it on his own. If he's not able to find himself, well, he's going to take that anger on you. That's what she's basically saying. You feel me?
Go and find a guy who you know is extremely homophobic and watch. He will be extremely misogynistic as well. It'll be very, very hard for you to find a guy who's super homophobic, who's just like, no, but I respect women. No, I do. Like, I respect women, and I don't, like, no. That is not a thing. It's just not a thing that happens. So I am being sorry, just because the same place that disrespect for women comes from is the same place that hatred for gay people comes from. It's the same place that hatred for gay men and trans women comes from. So yeah. Another reason why I also like to make sure that a guy is, like, not homophobic as well is because, like, I don't like guys who are too, like.
Another thing, it just came to my mind. Another reason why y'all getting this is because with single mothers raising these boys and they come home upset working all day and they don't have no energy to give to no kids and all that, these women be bitter as hell, and then these men grow up and they don't fucking stand women. Okay? They could be as heterosexual as they want to be, and they can't stand a woman because of what they've endured from women all their life. So there's another reason right there.
Obsessed with trying to prove that they're masculine, like a guy who's just, like, very secure in their masculinity. I love that. So when I see a straight guy who can have a gay friend and be like, I'm chilling or whatever, I'm like, hot. I'm like, that's attractive, because there are a lot of guys who are not.
Yeah, be wary of them too, because I've learned that too. I thought that existed, but I'm finding out that we just really kind of make them more able to be themselves, and then eventually they do start trying to fuck with us. I mean, that's been my experience. I don't know if it's because, you know, if it's just me personally, but I mean, let me know what y'all think, gay guys. Do y'all really believe that dudes are straight and hang out with us, because all the dudes that I've considered straight, and I'm talking about even throughout years, I would have swore that they were straight. And then all of a sudden, by that 5th year of us being friends, 3rd year of us being friends, all of a sudden now this nigga want to fuck with me. He want to try dudes. So that's the reason why, like, that's what I'm trying to say to females. Without being a man, you don't have the ability to know any of this. Like, because I thought the same way. Like, straight up. I thought just like how she said in the beginning when she said, if you think that every dude that got a problem with gay dudes or any dude, like, whatever she said doesn't make them gay. Like, if you think that makes them gay automatically or whatever, I mean, she got a point, because I do know that all of them can't be. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. All of them cannot be gay. But if we're talking about majorities, does it matter if we're about the very few? I mean, like, that's the thing that killed me about people. Like, they'll be like, oh, you can't say a narcissist is a narcissist because you have to be diagnosed with like 6 or more traits of narcissism. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if you've dealt with somebody and they got 4 to 5 traits of narcissism, but they just so happen not to have one of them, does it matter if they're really a narcissist or not? They're still toxic as hell. That doesn't make a difference. They're not going to be no healthier. They're still not going to be shit. Y'all not going to be together. They're going to run you through the dirt emotionally if you are with them. So does it really matter if they're really a narcissist or not? Like, that's what y'all, like, this is what I kind of feel like is going on here. Like, I think women don't have the ability to know that, like, even if a man isn't full blown, if all these things are in place to gear him that way, does it really matter if he full blown tries it with a dude or if he just thinks about it and never tries it? What's the difference? He's still bisexual. Another thing. Yeah, women don't have the real ability to be able to say if a dude is gay or not, because like I said, there's been times where I thought that as well, where I thought I made a genuine straight friend, and I'm thinking that this is just, you know, there are dudes in this world who are accepting and stuff, but I'm noticing that's why I realized that they was followers, because if you're just going off of your environment, if you're just a product of your environment, bro, then you're not really nothing. You're really just fluid and up in the wind, and there's nothing that you really sticking to. Because if after a couple years you coming on to me, it's like, of course it's gonna make us gay dudes go, well, damn, who's actually straight? Are they really straight, or are they just made to be straight because they're not accepted if they're not straight? So if they're gonna lose their wife, if they're gonna lose their family, their mother's and their dad's gonna neglect them, so then all of a sudden they don't try it, does that really make them straight? No, they just don't even know who they is, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all gotta allow these dudes to find out who they are. If they find out middle school, high school, college area, I promise you, by the time you get with this man and you get ready to start a family and settle down with him, he's gonna be so emotionally mature that he won't have none of this misogyny, none of this homophobia, and he'll be a way better partner. All right, just a tip, okay? So yeah, y'all, that's it for this one. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's like, so just because you're around me and you see I'm getting all this acceptance and you see I'm still living a good life, it's not like I'm corrupted by sin. I'm still successful. I'm still happy. So now it debunks your religious issues with it. So now all of a sudden you're starting to go, maybe this gay thing isn't so bad what they said it was. Like, let me see what's up. Maybe I'm missing out on something. That's what we deal with. You know, women, y'all won't get to see that side of a dude because you don't have the equipment. You feel me? So that's why I had to say that. And so that's why I feel like women are homophobic, because that's how they benefit. If everyone sees it as such this horrible thing, won't most of the guys try it? And so then that means women are still a high top choice for guys. See, women don't want to feel invalidated or like they're not as important as they used to be, or they don't want to feel like they're not top choice. Okay, let's just keep it G. So with people in the masses allotting gay people all these rights and also like just accepting people like accepting gay people now, I think a lot of women that are homophobic have a problem with that, because I think that they secretly also know that the only reason why a lot of these niggas have been straight or that they've had access to all these pretty boys and all that is because of homophobia. Okay, let's be real. Do you really think that that ugly chick in the hood ain't got no hair, bumpy face, whatever you want to call it, a hoe, whatever, ran through? You really think that she would have access to the finest nigga on the block if it wasn't for homophobia? Because he would literally have so many options. See, women have gotten away with men having no choice but to deal with their issues, their toxicity and all that, because they got a vagina that man wants access to, so she can just control him, dangle it over his head. If you throw dudes in that equation and then dudes give it up as easily as they do, well then that takes a lot of power from women. That's the reason why women be homophobic. Women don't be homophobic for the same reasons that men be. They act like it's the same, but really, women are homophobic because of the benefit that they don't get. When they see a man like me and I'm attractive like this and I got this beautiful hair and all that they want to reproduce with just to be able to have a pretty baby or whatever, and then they realize that, oh, dang, that ain't an option. This nigga ain't an option. Oh, damn, girl, what a waste of good nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they be homophobic, because that's the only reason why they would be, because otherwise there ain't no issues with women. You know what I'm saying? We don't be, you know, they don't have to worry about us trying to assault them and all that other stuff, make them uncomfortable. They can get naked in front of us. Well, the gay ones, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why the bisexual ones is always still a problem. You feel me? But yeah, y'all, I just had to say that because that's facts. All right.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.